Okay, looks like everything crashed. Okay, let's see. Brawlers. All right, Brawlers is doing right now. Let's see what is. Let's see. Close. The moment Brawlers start, everything just went crazy. Oh my goodness, I do not know what's happening here. Luckily, the stream did not drop, but I want to double check some of the stuff later. Okay, so let's go back to that. So wow, Brawlers is heavy. Huh. That's not good. All right, so we performance. Yes, we're going for performance. So that's good. All right, that's good. Let's see. I need to double check. Oh no, I can't do it here. Do it here. Okay, disc one. All right, good. Everything looks nice and dandy right now. Okay, yep. Game is still live. Yes, my game did not crash. Poof, poof, a little bit. All right. Let's see. Save this. We don't need to do that. The stream was showing ended for me. Context. Yeah, that's okay, Nemo. Because I literally went it went just not being, yeah, I got stuck. I think I got stuck for a good 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, let's make sure everything is up and running. Let's go for this. The next up is no, not you. The game. 8. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'll challenge. Okay. Yes, you. I need. Hey, where's my game? Where's my game? Okay. All right, not single player. Twitch. There we go. Twitch is up. Let's try this. Might be the wrong choice, but you know what? Risk it for the biscuit. Risk it for the biscuit. 6. Go for it. For all we know, 6-6. Come on, show me 6-6-6-7. No, 6-7. Feels like a 6-7-6. Oh, 6-1. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. All right. Check. Where was I? Yeah. Okay. Yes. The game is launched. Good. Everything is running. Great. Then put this guy out. Ta-da! All right. There we go. Lose by 1 point. Ooh, if I lose by 1 point, it'd be hilarious. Hilarious. Because it's very close, like so close. The odds of me like having 4-8 and then we have 5-8 over there, that's like, not to say I can't do anything about it. It's like, wow. Lost by 1 point. Let's see if we can crawl back up. Maybe. There's no incentive for me to go against, unfortunately. Problem is that I am playing 3-1, so it's like, can't even punch in. Although if I, you know what? We should challenge. We should. This is a terrible hand. Terrible hand. We'll just get some chip damage in. Because there's nothing, no reason not to call. It's we play very aggressive. Because if it's a power cut, I will do a 7 and a power. Speed. Victor will play defensively. That's for sure. That's for sure. My guess is probably one more flex down the road. Wow. Doesn't want to do. Doesn't want me to do anything. Okay. I'll commentate this round just a little bit, and then while I search up for materials. 5-7. 5-7 challenge. Let's see. Show me 5-7. 5-8. 5-8. Ah, 5-7. 5-7. Nice. There we go. There we go. Right on the money. Ooh, yes. 6-1. Yes. 6-1 indeed. 1. Oh no. We're gonna play it like a strong. Okay, I think I load enough articles for microtransaction. Also, we need, let's see, today's game. Oh, I need to double check my Discord game dev as well. 4-3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't like this. I don't like this. We are kind of bleeding in a way. The reason why I challenge is 4-4. Simple as that. Simple. That's the reason why I challenge 4-4. 5, yeah, they're a bit harder. Okay, here comes the most dangerous part because my HP is already dead to begin with. Wow, nothing. All right, if this is a 7, it's a 7-8. 8-8. Oh, you know what? There is chance for an 8-8. Yeah. Because I would say like once you discard your hand, yeah, 8-8 is around there. GG. Yeah, the one that got me was the 5-8. 5-8 versus 4 is like, wow, what are the odds around there? What are the odds? Okay. Sadly, this game. No. It's playstyle. It's always playstyle. You reach to a point where you just. Yeah, it's playstyle. It's playstyle. I want to use an excuse, but no. It's the same as fighting games. Once you reach to a certain level, you not say you kind of guessed it. It's like it's like the bell curve, right? When you're beginner, everything is possible, and then towards the middle, it's like you know what? Let's follow a few meta, and then towards when you reach towards the end, it's like dang it, everything is possible again. Oh, goodness. Will you join one of your weekly community tourneys soon? Unfortunately, yeah, my weekends are tied up. Especially 9 p.m. Like that's no, 9 a.m. That's too. No, I was too early, but it is early. It is it is early. Oh no, that's the fun bit. It's the fun bit. It is technically 9 to 10 is like nice, good enough. But then again, if I have something up on a weekend, I have to prepare early. That's the problem. Prepare early, and that's about it. And it'll be earlier than 9 a.m. That's the problem. That is a problem for me. Okay. Yeah, this year is just this year is just interesting in general. Previously, weekends like, you know what, I have the weekend, whatnot. Now it's like, ooh. Then on top of that, I game dev and whatnot. So I think things shifted too much. Yeah. So the question is, what time is a good time, right? I don't know. I don't know. The only thing I can commit is towards the end of the day, like 9 p.m. PT time. But then again, 9 p.m. PT time is also interesting. 3, you know what, for this round, I don't want to fold personally. I don't want to fold. Okay, let's see. All right, so I load up the stuff that I want to talk about it today. That's 1. Yep. Okay, so we have some cool stuff. So actually, not Minecraft. We need to load. Let's get some chip damage. Although it's not a. Oh, could have played a 5-7. No, let's get some chip damage. Probably I only get 1 damage. XC. We want to see what's happened to XC. There's two games right now on the list that I think on a Web3 site, like, okay, maybe it's growing steadily, but we want to see what's happening. It is Axie Infinity and Illuvium. Now, Illuvium, actually it's an interesting case study because actually I want to double check what happened to Illuvium site. One of the big things why I'm not committing to any more projects that's on the Ethereum blockchain because of gas fee is just too much for me to handle. Yeah. Oh, did I get anything? No. I was looking at other tasks. No, I didn't get a reset. 3-4. 3-4. Why play 3-4 this round? I don't. Let's see. I can one check. No, fail. I can't one check my way in. Luckily, this is way too much to go against that hand. That is way too much. Yeah, absolutely got smacked. Ooh, this one is doable. Let's go. 7-1. Although I took slightly way too much damage. Slightly, just slightly. Plus, my problem is my hand count is very terrible versus a what do you call this? A 6-card hand. At least we chipped some damage. Oh, can my problem is the power meter. Power meter is too great at the moment. I don't think 7-1 is playable, so we're gonna play us 1-2. 5. There is a slight chance of flex. Now, the question is it a good time to call this hand? Or should I be greedy? Go for it. Go for it. Again, another 8. If I see 6-7, it's like totally fine. 8. Too much gamble already. I'm dead. I'm already dead. Probably I can crawl back just a little bit, but most of it I don't really have any more hands to play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 cards over there. Oh, I play 6-1, right? I play 6-1. Should have played 6-1. Yeah, should have played 6-1. If I'm gonna go like a bit loose cannon. Okay, Axie Infinity loaded. Checkity check. Nope, go away. I'm not gonna log into any wallet because I think that's I'm end of the line. Alright, let's go. 7-1. 7? That's a 7-8. If it's not a oh no. There we go, 7-8. Right on the money. The next round I would probably be kinda dead-ish because if Richter played 7-8 this round, and then if okay, yeah, my hand tells me everything I need to know. 6-7. Oh, 3. Okay, probably try to do a discard. Yep, there we go, discard. Because I would say 6-7, probably there's an 8 behind it. Not enough. Oh, you know what? With a fluke, if I get 8-8 or 7-8 and Victor plays 7-8, or nope, nope. Game says nope. Because I was about to say if I got like 7-8 or 8-8 and then I play 6. Huh? Really? No, this feels a little odd. This feels a little odd. Yeah, I'll probably try to get for the closing hand, which is a 7-8 or an 8-8. Wow, no, I have nothing. So I'm gonna play a flex. I have nothing. 7-8? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Because I was about to say if I get 8-8, Victor plays 8-8. Oh no, I still lose. I still lose because HP. Oh no, it's the same thing. GG. Same thing. Same goes with the previous hand as well. Like there's nothing for me to go against. If I play 8-8, 7-8, no. 7-8 maybe. 8-8 is definitely not. Yeah. Yeah, the answer is I have to flex all the way. Okay. Alright, loaded everything. Just want to double check a few things. Huh. XE surprisingly still there. Still hanging on. I am surprised, but at least XC is much more of a much more, can I say, that's interesting though. Axie Infinity is actually interesting. It's actually an interesting case study. Do we have enough time for? Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Enough for? Maybe we can play one more game. One more. I can afford to play one more. Okay, the origin turn-based strategy. No, I don't want origins and whatnot. Go away. Shoot! I want the OG of OG. I want the OG of OG Axie Infinity. Because Axie Infinity is a PvP game per se. So anyway, let's kickstart with this. All right, so microtransaction in games. Now, before we go to microtransaction as a whole, the reason why I bring microtransaction up is that Web3 side, right? So this is the fun bit. Games can have microtransaction, right? First point. However, Web3 games, I won't say it's a built-in. Microtransaction is part of the game. So one is an option. Another one is it's a must-have. For some reason, it's a must-have, and that makes a lot of people. I can easily say that makes a lot of gamers out there. If you're talking about proper gamers, just straight up not bothered because it's a must. That's all. If it's a feature or it's a optional, then most gamers says, okay, you know what? Maybe I'll play without paying. So it's mainly for the free-to-play players. This is mainly on the gacha side in general, right? Most gacha players will try to do free-to-play, and then if they want to pay the microtransaction, they will, you know what? Maybe once a month, I'll just chip in a small amount, and the small amount is like usually it's $5, $10. I think that's the high end side. Yeah, no, because most gacha games, the what do you call this? The price that I've seen so far is it's very, very close to $5, $4.99. Right? In general, $4.99 is the entry level, and that's monthly. And what do you get in return? It's like a guaranteed okay, so before we go to the gacha side, before we go a bit deeper, so most gacha games, every patch, they will call it, they will have new characters, new items. That's the reason why people want to play, because you get new characters, right? And paying $4.99 is almost like say, hey, this is going to be a guaranteed pool, right? That you can get the character of the patch, right? One, not all of them. So if you want more, then you have to pay more. So that part, I'll just leave it for it. But it gives people an option, like meeting somewhere in between. Why call, right? Because I think Victor was weighing against 7-7 or 7-8 by play 7-1, which is technically that's the correct play. Yeah, because if I played 7-7, the rate of Brichter calling is super low. Super low. So there we go. So the previous hand, like why the previous hand would call, right? If I place, I mean, I can play 7-7, can reset. Not a big deal. Okay, anyway. That's just a quick fun short game. So microtransactions, so for that's gacha. Gacha has a very low barrier entry fee, and that's the reason why I would say that for Web3 games, charging $50, $100 for a starter pack, air quote, that's just ridiculous, right? Back at the heyday, that's different. I'm going to say that's different because I'm learning a little bit, and back then gacha games is not, I won't say not too prominent. It's actually gacha games started gaining popularity kinda in the in the year 2020 and 2021. It's about same time as Web3 side. The only difference is gacha games has way better gameplay. That's the problem. Did they raise the same amount of money? Actually, they raised less money compared to some of the top tier Web3 games. They actually raise less money. Yeah. Okay. Did I manage to get a secure win? GG. Oh no. No. 8, 5, 2, 6. I think I did. I think I managed to do it. Is it a tie? Because I have 3 health. Victor has more health. My math says it's a tie, as in terms of HP value. I'm curious. I'm curious. Show me what it is, game. Is it a tie? Or is it... I win? Ah! Gotta win. GG. Gotta win. Alright, cool. Okay. Sweet. Sweet. I'll take that. Okay, so now let's get into the topic at hand. Yeah. Right on. I won't say right on time, but we have, yeah. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna talk a little bit about microtransaction before we move on to the next part of the game dev. Now the game dev, we need to do some housekeeping. At least today I have a little bit more time, so we're gonna go a little bit above the hour, and that is mainly for the game dev, right? So let's start off with microtransaction, and then we're going to compare to the Web3 side. So Web3, we have all the information as presented, right? Web3, people expect microtransaction to be in it, right? It's like a mandatory feature or a mandatory part of the game, whereas in general, games might have microtransaction, traditional game. And that's the fun bit, because generally microtransaction, a lot of gamers will just say no unless it's a free-to-play game. And that's the interesting thing. That's the reason why I want to push free-to-play, at least a base version on any Web3 project. Sadly, some projects implemented way too late. Some projects does not even have a free-to-play, and that's bad. All right, I'm gonna say straight up, any game that does not have a free-to-play version or demo version is a straight up project that I can say skip. In general, just skip, because people need to try it out without committing, and then later down the road, say, okay, should we? Do we? I want to, or maybe not. All right, you want to give the players option to commit. Unfortunately, that's the truth. In general, all right, not to say I talked to some gamers, but I've talked to some gamers friends as well, and seeing other people's video. In general, microtransaction is a plague. Sadly, it's a plague for most gamers out there, right? The other half of the gamers, all right, I'm gonna cut down by half, because half is traditional gamers. If you buy a game, you should not have any microtransaction in the game. There is no reason to have microtransaction in the game. Doesn't matter if it's cosmetic or not, just zero. There's no reason to have it, right? That's the half of the camp. The other half of the camp are the people who say, okay, you know what? cosmetic, I'm cool. Gacha players in general, they will spend money to begin with, so that's a whole nother crowd there. But usually the other half is the one that says, okay, is it subscription based? Is it an MMORPG or MMO? Right? I cannot use the word RPG anymore because games these days has brought up to quite a lot. And then games, if any games were to have microtransaction, is it free to play? Yeah, and if it's free to play, it's like, okay, you know what? Sure, give it a chance. Right? And that's that. That's the main reason. Unfortunately. So with that up front and center, so recently there is a little drama on the RuneScape side of things. Yes, did they backtrack? Let's see. All right, this is a little bit old news because I've not covered this quite a long time already. I was keeping an eye out because they did put a very interesting, I wouldn't say microtransaction, but they put an interesting thing on it. Okay, so let's go. This is 25th of June 2025, the future of microtransaction. All right, so approach and involvement. Let's see. So they want to implement microtransaction. We don't care about this line. 42% responders feel microtransaction currently detract from their experience. Like I said, half. Literally half. All right. I know it's not 50%, but 42, that's a lot. One of them for those who buy microtransaction, 86% are unhappy with the mechanics. Yep, straight up. If there's no value in microtransaction, why would I bother? And let's see what is the mechanics. 60% of players felt microtransaction detract from their experience on game. More than half, straight up. 63% ex-player would likely return address. All right. XP-related microtransaction. There we go. Problem number one, pay to win. Unfortunately, on the Web3 side, because transaction trading is part of the game / service, there will be pay to win problems. All right. The only question is, how would we want to tackle pay to win for people who spend money? That's the question. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's the first part of it. All right, so we must find a better approach. So what approach they want to do? One of the good part is we want to see how other publishers, no, game developers try to reason their way into microtransaction. Because I would say straight up, okay, if a game wants to really put a microtransaction in, cosmetic. That's it, cosmetic, bar none. And not say bar none, cosmetic, that's it, right? If you want to put in more other things, then we need to figure out a few things. However, with that being said, there are exceptions to the rule. Unfortunately, that's the part where we talk a little bit on the previous episode or the previous stream, is that for trading card games, now if we go to traditional tabletop trading card game, it is literally pay to win. Why or how is that certain cards you have to buy, and those certain cards are just expensive when it's overpowered. And because it's overpowered, the price keeps going up, and when there's more demand and when it becomes a meta, the price just shoots up the roof. There is no way on going back and forth. The only saving grace, right? It's the only thing. The only saving grace for trading card games is that for every cycle, especially for Pokemon and Magic the Gathering, I'm not so sure about other trading card games. Whereas if you want to go for tournaments, you only can use a certain cards from certain blocks, and I think that's the ecosystem for trading card games. So for example, each year they will only allow a certain set to be in, if you want to compete in a professional, in the higher professional, in a league, right? If you want to go into the league, you have to have, you can only bring those cards in, right? The selected blocks. Anything else is banned, right? If you bring any of the old cards, which is usually overpowered, because it has different combination with some newer cards, yeah, straight up, they don't allow, right? You will be disqualified straight away. That's the only reason right now that trading card games is still hanging on to this, right? On one end, it forces people to keep buying new cards, which is not so great. But the good part is, for every reprint of an overpowered card, the value goes down. So on one end, okay, hear me out. On one end, the company forces dictates the value a little bit. All right, on one end, okay. Another end is collectability. Certain blocks has nice art style. People collect those art cards, and that's it, right? But that's the physical counterpart. The digital counterpart has zero of those, right? You can craft the most powerful card as long you got the in-game currency, and everyone has this. And the best part about the digital part is that if you have duplicates, you can trade in, or you can destroy it for in-game currency. So this part, I think some Web3 games try to utilize this, right, via burning. But we'll talk about that much later, because that part has to be a little bit more, how do I put it this way? Because it's okay. I'm gonna put a pin on that. We're gonna circle back at the end of this microtransaction, because I think Magic the Gathering and all those is it's a huge topic by itself. Yep. Okay. Because I derailed a little bit, we need to go back through this. Okay. Let's see. In-game experiments. Okay, we don't care about that. Announcement, the feedback. All right. Experiment removed from the game. Beginning of July, disabling the treasure hunter. DXP event or double XP bonus XP will be disabled. Yeah, they will disable. Okay, cool. Cosmetic mega drops. Yeah, so back to cosmetic only. Same. It's the same thing, right? Anything else with power, like if anyone else get extra power or get a benefit, not say benefit, a leg up per se, everyone will scream pay to win. What we will not do, we will not use the opportunity. All right, XP, optional offerings, make our final propose. Okay, so mainly is due to pay to win aspect of a traditional gaming, XP and whatnot. So that's the biggest issue. And let's see, what do we have here? This is June 26th. All right, so the same thing as well. Don't care about that. We only care a little bit more earlier. Nope. So they're overhauling everything, and they're getting rid of the number one problem, which is the XP pay to win. And sadly, how can we do this on the Web3 side? The answer is no, we can't. I'm not saying we can't, we can, but that's a topic for a later date, right? So how can we have this, how can we reduce pay to win on the Web3 side? Yeah, how can we? Brawlers did something interesting for that, so you know what, that's good, that's cool. Okay, it's mainly cosmetic. At the end of the day, it boils down back to cosmetic, right? Yeah, so at the end of the day, it had, unfortunately, we reached to that part. Axie Infinity, yeah, and I'm not gonna go through this too much. Okay, let's see, experiments. We want to take a look at that. MTX experiment, remove, disable, XP related, previous discontinued cosmetic overrides available for purchase. Yeah, basically it's mainly the double XP and whatnot, which is crazy. So now let me circle back to the most important thing, which is Magic the Gathering, or at least digital trading card games. So how did they tackle digital trading card games? Is that on what do you call this? Okay, so basically, if you have duplicates, right? I'm gonna explain the process. When you have a duplicate item, you can turn in for a new craft. You basically turn in for currency, for a new current in-game currency, and that in-game currency allows you to craft cards or what or item, right, in the game. Now the part is the most important part that Web3 got it a little bit not so fun, I would say, is that there is zero, and I meant zero RNG when it comes to crafting. Literally, you can select the cards that you want to craft and you can craft it. That is in Pokemon, that is in Magic the Gathering. Straight up, you get to craft the cards that you want. However, on the Web3 side, there are some okay, not say suggestions, okay implementation, but at the end of the day, it still, the RNG part is still not the fun part. Yeah, the RNG part is not the fun part, especially okay. No, it's RNG. Yeah, no, most people are not bothered because it's because of the RNG part. It's just tough to get into it. That's it. Yeah, that's it. However, with that being said, right, if you have duplicates and then you decided to destroy, to dismantle, disenchant, destroy, whatever the answer is, you definitely get, you're not getting 1-to-1 ratio. All right, that's for sure. You're getting like 1-to-4. Right? If let's say the card costs 1,000 currency to craft, you're getting probably 250 when you disenchant, discard, destroy, or something like that, or exchange. So I think that's about it. And having too much RNG, so this part, not to say Web3 side, I've learned as well, having too much RNG is not good as well. That's from my experience from running some of the game that I've been doing. Having RNG is just, having too much RNG is just not fun. Some RNG is good, no RNG is, it's bad, okay? However, with that being said, no RNG, people know what they want. They not say know what they want, they know what they can get, and that's kind of good. But for a long-term gameplay, once you finish the game, you know what's gonna happen. So that's for people who wants to replay. But so a little RNG is sometimes beneficial, sometimes. But in general, I think that's it. That's it. Okay. Whew. So that's that. Now let me do some housekeeping. I'm going to go through some of the development logs. So last week, because I didn't write a lot of things. Okay, so live game dev, minor fixes, Twitch rate game, Rocket WIP showcase, yes. Introduce a new, not say a new mini game, but a new mini game. No, introduce mini games. Yeah, you know what? Just mini game for now. Introduce a new mini game. So we have a clicker mini game. So I would say reintroduce a new mini game. Can I actually use the word feature? Tie in using the farmer's world economy. The farmer's world / sailor's world. And I'm gonna put a bracket because this is predominantly only exists so far that I've seen on the wax side. Mostly wax. Tycoon on wax. Okay, that's it. Yeah, all right. So that's number one. Last week, what did we do? We did not do much. We just clean up a little bit. So game dev, we just did a clean up mini game. And now we're gonna move into the mini game itself. Now, before we go to the mini game, what I want to show you guys is the drop for those who hold the series 2 collections. Yep. Yeah, I got stuck halfway. All right, so here you go. This is only series 2 holders are eligible. This is not a members drop. This is much more exclusive. And ta-da! All right, so we have this. Now, the only difference with this is that there will be an extra animation for people, for those who manage to collect the full set of the series 2 collection. Right, they will get an extra special stuff. They get, and I would say they will get a new an extra animation for the rocket. So that's that. Right, this is going to be a special rocket for those who manage to have my series 2. Now the question is, I need to fix the backdrop. This is not the backdrop that I want to have it, so that will be much later. The drop will go live next week, Tuesday. Yeah, so stay tuned. Stay tuned. Right, I can say this is a much better rocket, although I kind of don't like the, yeah, this part I don't really like it because it feels very, it doesn't feel right. But this is the problem of the software itself. I need to figure out how to fix this. So I might need to fix this again. Yeah, I just don't like this. Like, if you look at this rivet panels. Yeah. So what you can see down here is mainly the animation issue. So that's one thing I need to clean up. That's why I say this is not the. I'm not saying this is not the final version. This is like 90% done already. I just need to clean up a lot. Not say clean up. I just need to clean up. Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, don't worry. I notice it. Okay, one thing good about this, we can actually fix this live, and then we're gonna do this live. All right. I'm gonna showcase how to fix this live. And all right, so let's get on to it. Let's see. All right, click this guy. Click the rocket. Now what we need to do is we need to bring up the animation panel, and I would like to say it again, one of the biggest reason, I'll say biggest reason, the moment I switch to Unity, I actually have so much fun animating wise. Yeah, I got stuck halfway because I was paying attention to another window. So this thing is awesome. Awesome indeed. Okay, now the problem is by scrolling through the animation timeline, I don't see the problem, and that's not fun. Okay, so we need to figure out what's happening. Is it because I have a feeling it's this guy over here? All right, let's go through the scene. Okay, so this is how the animation goes. Very straightforward, very simple, easy. Yeah. Okay, so where did it went wrong? That's a good question. Where did it went wrong? Okay. Okay, I did not see any obvious problem, but we want to fix it. Okay, we want to fix it. Okay, let's push all the way back. Oh, no, I can't do this. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Click this guy, push all the way back. Click this guy, push all the way back. Click this guy, push all the way back. Okay, so with that, this strange when it's on loop. It's Unity's. I won't say it's Unity's problem, but it's something that I want to double check. Yeah. What you see, the problem is everything's on Unity. Yeah, we still see it. So somewhere it's causing that issue, and then we want to make sure it's as clean as it can be. That's it. Animation it's yeah, it's a bit okay. You know what? I think I know what's happening. Put all the way down. We want to remove it away from the screen as oh. I think I know what happened. Very. I want to say common issue. Hold on a sec. Okay, yes, that means this thing will go all the way down. Yeah, all the way down. Alright, so I think I know what happened. As you can see, if I were to scroll a little bit more, if you can see the rocks going upwards, yeah, that's the one we need to fix. Okay, so what we need to do is okay, we need to double check a lot of things. Yeah, there we go. That's the part. Okay, push it all the way down, delete some keyframes. It's all keyframes issue, that's all. Yeah, there we see a pop inside here, and that's the pop we want to avoid as well. Come on. Okay, there we go. Found the pop. That pop is this guy over here. Go push all the way down. Okay, there we go. We got another issue as well. We want to delete some keyframes and then push all the way down so we don't get any pop. I mean, we want to have a direct snap, not pop. Yeah, all right, so the snap is good. All right, next up is, I think, is it this guy? Oh, it's this guy. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So it's mainly keyframe issue. This is a very traditional keyframe issue because sometimes you just hide items away from the camera, and if your keyframe is not set correctly, yeah, you will get a pop like in between. And the fun bit is if you play back enough time, you will see it. You will see it for sure. So don't worry about it, okay? I notice it. And at the same time, sometimes I really need a fresh pair of eyes, because if you stared at this model for way too long, yeah, you will get lost. You will get lost in the sauce. Yeah, all right, so we go, finished. We have one done. So this would be an official version for the anyone who holds a series 2. Oh, I think I saw an issue. There we go. If you see long enough, it will pop up, like I said. Okay, so we need to fix that again. Yeah, we have to go slowly. Unfortunately, this part we have to really go frame by frame. Okay, next key. Okay, check. Yeah. Okay, yes. Okay, no. I saw it, but why did it not? Okay, there we go. Yeah, so we need to fix this. Okay. This is rock 1. Okay. I messed this up. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Make sure everything is there. Like, okay. So, play through. Put it here. Yes. Yes, there we go. Yeah, all right, cool. Cool. Now I need to put some color for the exhaust, for the smoke. So that will be the last part of the, I won't say live game dev, but it's going to be the last part for the presentation, and then we're going to go to game dev just a little bit. Yep, we still need to do it. Okay, so this is on the drop. Let me put a new color. Create. Material. Where are you, material? There we go. Material. Gonna put a little bit of white. Smoke color, a little bit, just a little bit brownish. There we go. Put you here, and put you here. Okay. Oh. Nope. You know what's the fun bit? I actually can put some what do you call this? And like a material animation, like on certain frames it will change to a different color. So I'm gonna just showcase for the fun of it. All right, for the fun of it, I'm gonna do it. Okay, so let's put red. Yes, red. So when it pops up, it's red. Yes. Now the difference is for here, I'm gonna just put white, and white. Okay, so if I were to do this, ta-da! I can change color, but of course it's horrible. It's not fun. I won't say it's not fun. It's I need to make it a bit more purposeful when it comes to that. All right, so all right, and then this one might be a bit too fast, but I'm just going to leave it be for now. Yeah, because the things are flying way too fast. Yeah, closer, just put it somewhere around here. No, that's bad. Yeah. Okay, I'll probably adjust a little bit more off stream, that's for sure. Okay, so that's that for the presentation. Oh, double check again. Let's double check, make sure it's played back well enough. So to do this, I will play directly in the player so we don't see any weird stuff. All right, looks clean, looks good. Yeah, I'll definitely do a few playthroughs to make sure everything is good. Okay, so we are done with the rocket. Now what we want to do is we want to continue a little bit of game dev, and we want to go to this guy. All right, so we have a clicker mini game. This is going to be the farming game. We have food. Now we need wood. Before we explain this, I want to bring up a few things, and that is from Sailor's World. Sailor's World and Farmer's World is the same. It's the same mechanic. But we want to double check. Not say we want to double check a few things. We want to close down a few things. Okay, stage 1. There we go. Bring this up. Okay, next up is no, tool and resources. Okay. All right, so we did our first part of the game, which is something plus something to do something and get something. So basically, item plus energy, action, and then reward. So next part is we want to understand a little bit more is the crafting stage. We want to see how much or what material does it take to craft. And this is important because if most at the end of the day, most items or most resources is finite. It's not say infinite. Right? If it's infinite, then we have an issue, and that is something we want to cross-examine a little bit, cross-check a little bit, and make us I would call a currency sink. In game terms, it is currency sink because once you reach to a certain point in the game, you'll be overflowed with all these things, and that's the reason why. I'll not say that actually that's the main reason why currency cannot be in the form of token. After understanding how the economy works, you can't. I'll take it back a little bit because I want to marinate just a little bit more. But in the general sense of it, you cannot make every single in-game currency as a token. Number one, that's for sure. Number two, in order to earn that token, because on one end, in order to earn the token, you have to, yeah, you know what, I'm going to marinate this thought a little bit, just give it a little bit more, because my initial, and I think I want to stand to it, is that if the token is available to trade, it will crash the economy. Let's see if I can find a middle ground for that. Okay. Okay. Oh, not this one. I want the part where it says how much to repair, how much to do stuff. Is it? No. Generating tools, energy, and durability. Okay. So this is a part of the math. Durability. No. Before we go to durability, health recovery. You need one type of one token. Right. Food to recover energy. Durability, you need wood. Let's put it this way. Gold. This is gold. Nah, let's call it wood. And then to craft, you need gold and wood. Oh, so we use gold. Durability is for gold. Okay. And then wood is to wood and gold to craft. All right, so we need 2 resources to create new items. I think we went through a lot of this type of things as well. Like one of the reasons why we cannot have tokens in like you should not be able to buy in-game currency is because when somebody offload a lot of currency, the value will go down eventually, right? That's how I put it. So trading game currency is definitely, I would say, not really a good deal. Like you only can trade one type of currency, but that type of currency, yeah, you know what? We're gonna circle back to this because it is a long topic for it. It is a long topic. It deserves a segment of its own. So I'll circle back when we have time for that. So for now, what we want to do is we want to follow. So we really have health. Okay, we don't have health recovery. The main thing is we want to take a look at this. All right, so for items, for in-game items, we need wood and gold. That is for Farmer's World. Unfortunately, for Sailor's World, we don't have any crafting stuff per se other than this thing. Let's see if we see anything about it. Troll, repair, craft, duplicate wood. Okay, cool. This is craft cost, right? Or rig. Okay, cool. It's just a very simple thing, which, yeah, that's why we want to double check a few things. Troll expedition fuel. Yeah, we don't care about this for now. We care about this. Okay, so for Sailor's World, it's much straightforward. We need dub coins. That's what you call it, doubloon. And then wood. Where do you get wood? Where? That's the question. Where? I don't know. I don't know. All right. So for in this case, let's go to this. To get your second resource, okay, you need to do, oh, before we go to that part. So we already have our first resource loop, which is a tool, right? So you need a tool to do your farming, and then tool plus action. So tool plus energy, you get to do an action, and the action comes out with food. So this is very close to Farmer's World. Come on. Come on. Okay, good. This is very... So now we want to have our second action. So what is our second action? There we go, how to play. All right, so we have our first action already. Tool plus energy, do something, we get food. Now we need food. See, if it's food back to energy, boring. We want to have a little bit more progress. So food plus energy plus tool should get a new resource, in my opinion. Because the next question is like, because now you need 3 types of tools. And in gaming sense, that means you have to do 3 different activities to get 3 different tools. Because if you do one single activity and it's RNG based, that's a bad implementation. So no. So what we want to do is we want to have a new, a specific activity to get wood without using. So this is a fun bit. Like now the problem is the tool. In the Web3 side, you can just buy the tool, call it a day. But in the gaming side, you can't do it. You can't just buy tools outright unless you have an in-game currency that literally is the currency to buy stuff. So how can we translate into the game? That would be the best question. Now, just to give you an idea, if you don't have a tool, you can't do farming. How do you get tool? You go for an adventure. Adventure will give you a tool to do your farming. Now to get wood, you have to chop trees. That's very obvious, right? Chop trees and get stuff. So we already have some things kind of built into it already. So the next question is, do we need a tool to chop down trees for my game? The answer is, let's assume we don't need a tool to chop down trees, but you need food. So the food counter will go down over time, and every time you click the tree, it will consume food. So let's make that game mechanic. Okay. So first thing first, let's bring up some scripts. I need to get at least the farmer's manager out. Also, we need to have a resource holder, because so you have to hold all the resources, and then yep. Okay, and energy slider, clickable. No, that's not what I want. Where's my clicker game? Okay, before we go to clicker game, let's solve this. Let's make this simple. All right, loading the script is super slow. Super slow. Yeah, so I think, so the more I play on Tycoon games and whatnot, I think this is one of the problems of any Tycoon, not a Tycoon game, a typical Web3 Tycoon game, which is a bit painful to admit, right? Which is the tools. Like, what happens if a player has 0 tools? Let's say I get into the game and I just want to play the game. I don't care about the tokens, I don't care about selling, blah blah blah. I don't want to do any of the external thing. This game will fall apart. Like there is 0 action activity outside of this game loop that gives you tools. Because see, you need tool, do an activity, get item, go back to the loop. So there is no external factor, like there's no, yeah. So the more I make a game, the more I understand how this thing works, and unfortunately it doesn't work. Yeah, people will just dump tokens. The more they dump, the more, yeah, it's a never, and it's the same problem with like any of the mining type of games, which I can actually, I don't know, we don't really make mining. The mining game, I tried my best, and it's it's a doozy. It's a doozy. I'm just not interested. Yeah. All right, cool. So it's that. Farmer manager. All right, there we go. Farmer manager, max energy. So by default, this is, I'm just gonna set it at default. Update, go home, use energy, gain energy. All right, so food mini game rules. Click a plot of land. Start with farming food. No, click a plot of land to start farming food. Resource requires two to perform an action. Action is a clicker mini game. Done. Cooldown, no cooldown. We will have a cooldown. We'll have a short cooldown. Right. So after you farm, you cannot farm anymore. Do I want to change it differently? No. Cooldown. Let's put it this way. I'm not gonna dictate the rule too much yet. All right. So food mini game done. Next is wood mini game. All right. Rules. Rules are very straightforward. It's also a clicker. Do I want to do clicker, or do we want to do a? Oh, you know what? I want to do this. We're gonna do, instead of clicking the wood, we need to do a bit different. So we're gonna do a little bit like those like Dance Dance Revolution. Yeah. Basically arrow keys, right? You have to. Not okay. Dance Dance Revolution is a wrong game. It is the correct game for a what do you call this? For an example, but the closest thing is you have to enter a combination. So the closest thing to this is actually Helldivers 2 or any typical arcade, no, not arcade, consoles like cheat code. So for example, you have to press like up down down left right, right? Then you get wood, and it's gonna be random. So this is the only fun bit about this for RNG. Only this style of RNG is doable. So rules, combination mini game. All right, so this requires a build up. Okay, so I'm gonna put a bracket. Only arrow keys. There we go. Only arrow keys. Requires two to perform actions. No tools needed. Technically, we want to have it eventually. We'll have it eventually. And then what we want to do is food needed. All right, there we go. Done. Okay, unfortunately, I don't think I have the time to do this live. But at least we got our mini game over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a very simple implementation. And what we're going to do is we need to make sure when we click the food, the wood, when we click the tree, it should pop up the at least the mini game panel. Okay. So let's go for it. So mood, HP level. Yeah, okay, so we can remove all these things because we don't really need this anymore. So what's the end goal for this farming game? That's actually also another good question. The answer is this farming game is gonna be something. I'll figure out a way to tie into the to the main game, right? we definitely need to figure out what to do with this guy. Okay, scene, oh no, game, yes, clickable UI is needed. Okay, selectable UI, yeah, we close this. Level, yeah, we don't need you, we don't need you, we don't need you. Health bar, yeah, we don't need you, and we don't need you. All this is not useful. Okay, level text, clickable. Okay, check, check, check. Where is my farm? Farm is here, check. Jungle tree. This is wood. Okay. Okay. Go back to here. So we have farming island, clicker mini game. This is food. And then next up, what we want is a, okay, not a clicker mini game. So this is wood. This is combination mini game. All right, and then combi mini, combi, you know, combo, combo. Let's call it a combo. Okay, there we go, done. And then when we go to our clickable items, farming island, done. House clicker, okay, there we go. If it's a clicker, house, all right, so clicker mini game. It's gonna be a combo mini game. So item combo, clicker, no, this is gonna be a combo UI. True. Let's remove this guy for now, don't need it. Oh, combo UI, oh, come on. Okay, combo UI, yeah. So we need to have at least that open up, and then when the combo open up, then we can start the mini game. We can actually do something like Dance Dance Revolution, but no, we're gonna do just sequence, right? Just sequence. Because if I were to do like Dance Dance Revolution, you know, key drops down, that's a bit too much. Too much, I would say. Okay, make sure we get everything up and running. I'm doing some assigning. Okay, got everything there, done. Okay, so wood is done. Next up is clickable. So we need a clickable UI. So this is gonna be combo. Combo UI. We will remove everything. Game title. It's gonna be combo mini game. All right, just to make sure we know what we are doing. Okay, sweet. Next up, we need to go for a game manager. We need to assign combo, and done. So the next not saying the next process, I need to make sure the drop goes in first. Okay, oopsie, I need to fix a few things. Click the UI. Yeah, there we go. Don't forget to shut down all the UI. House selected. Let me just Okay. All right, false, and then we should, yeah, true. Okay. Done. Done. Because at the end of the day, I don't think farmers will manage to get above the, because I don't remember farmers will go beyond that three little resources thingy. Yeah, that's the problem though. We want to figure out how to get above that, like make at least a meaningful gameplay. That's my challenge. So from here on out, right? It's July already, so officially we finished, we really kind of complete the game. But from here on out, we are just implementing as much web fail. I'll put a strict requirement: failed Web3 games. Web3 games that went belly up, shut down, close. We will try to copy their game mechanic. Because I can guarantee most of their game mechanic, if not all their game mechanics, I won't say all. You know what? I'll take it back. I won't say all. I would say most of their game mechanic came from existing games to begin with. So they draw inspiration from other games. I draw inspiration from their game. Okay. So with that, yeah. No tools, cannot do anything, and then boop, click a mini game, combo mini game. So when we click the tree, there should be something up here. So you have to enter like up, down, left, right, or up, down, down, left, right. Yeah, very simple. Very simple game. Okay. So we will try to implement that, but that is the lowest priority. Highest priority is I need to get the drop for Series 2 holders by Tuesday. It's going to be a little work over there. Number one, I need to make sure I can upload the assets to my collection. That's the first thing. Okay, and that's that for today. That's the end. I'm just gonna let this play. So for those who managed to tune in, I thank you. So I wish you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you are. Have a nice day, my friends. Stay safe. Until then, I will see you guys same time, same place, 9 p.m. PT time, every Tuesday and Thursday. Until then, for those who are watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and have this channel grow. See ya, my friends. Woof. Woof, 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 indeed. Okay. What else? What else? Nothing.